My name is Michał Witas. I work in Europe Direct Katowice. So, hello everybody. Dzień dobry. Labrit, sveiki. Ju regelt kivanok. Dobro utro. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I tried to greet you with your languages. Okay, so I think we can start. We will say something about human rights, citizens' rights, and European Union generally, because I think it's very important matter generally, human rights. Important, theoretically easy, but in practice not easy, difficult matter, but we will say something about it. Okay, I will try to launch a presentation, PowerPoint presentation. Can you see the first slide? Yes, okay. So, human rights and citizens' rights. Okay, at first we can think about human rights. What are human rights? I think it's not a difficult question because we know, generally we know, yes, a right which belong to every person, yes, to every person, every human, yes, of course. Rights inherent to all human beings, regardless race, nationality, language, religion, and so on and so on. Yes, right to life and liberty, freedom from slavery, from other things, freedom of opinion, expression, and so on and so on. Yes, we have examples. We can, I think, agree. Everyone is entitled to these rights without discrimination. Okay. I think we can agree with these statements, with these definitions. Maybe it's not easy to define, to say about meaning of human rights, but generally we know. Yes, we know human rights. What are human rights, and we all have this. Rights, we can enjoy these or those rights, but in practice it's hard to explain human rights, to define. There are many controversial things. For example, as the example, we have right to life, but what does it mean, right to life? Many people, for example, say that right to life is general, first, prior right. Right to life, yes, right to life. If we live, we have other human rights or citizens' rights. And it's question, what about, for example, abortion? It's right to life. Some people say, for example, abortion is human right. But what about right to life for every human person? It's controversial. We will go back to this in this lesson, but it's, for example, one controversial. Rights and privileges. We all have rights, but some people want more rights, maybe not rights, but privileges. Okay, we know generally what is freedom, yes, and what about limits of freedom? We know that freedom is not unlimited. So what are limits? Yes, it's good question. There are open questions. I don't need answers for this question, but there are open questions because there are some doubts, controversials about, for example, these very matters. And freedom of expression. What about freedom of expression? Is it common? Is it universal? Or if someone doesn't agree with some points of view, is it freedom of expression? Yes. Yes, we know that there are some controversials in our also local environment, in our countries, in Europe also. And what about the European Union? How it looks like in the European Union? We have the map of the European Union in 2021. We have dark blue with member states of the European Union, and light blue with the countries that want to join the European Union. For example, North Macedonia is a candidate country, but now we have 27 member states of the European Union. And what about the European Union? Without details, generally, every country that is located in Europe can join the European Union. But the country should respect the values. Yes, human dignity, freedom, democracy, equality, the rule of law, human rights, rights of persons belonging to minorities. And okay, we have other different points of view, for example, different opinions. So, for example, for us, freedom can have different meanings: democracy, equality, rule of law. It's very, very hard to define, and so on and so on. But generally, in the Treaty of the European Union, we have this catalog of values: freedom, democracy, human rights, and so on and so on. And according to Article 49, in any European state which respects these very values can apply to become a member of the European Union. And every country that is member state of the European Union, okay, maybe at first, every country that wants to be a member of the European Union should respect these values. But country that is member of the European Union also should still respect the values. If a European institution say that there are some problems, there are some breaking of the law, they can punish country in some way. For example, to suspend some rights of the countries, maybe some sanctions, so-called sanctions, financial punishments. They couldn't expel the country from the European Union, but there are some ways to punish the country.